Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dansavan Mahasai, or you can call me Ding. Today I'll be talking about Lake Lano arbitration between France and versus Spain in 1957. This significant case is international law, particularly in the area of international water law. It addresses the principle of equitable use of shared water resources and clarify the rights of state sharing transboundary waters. For the background, Lake Lano is a small lake in Pyrenees, close to the border between France and Spain. Despite the Rose of France developed plans to divert the water from the lake for a hydroelectric power project on the Carroll River. The project involved temporarily diverting water from the river through French territory and then return it to the river, which flows downstream into Spain. The Spain objected the fearing of diversion would impact its downstream water supply despite assurances from France that it would not. So the issue arose. The central issue in Lake Lano case was whether France, as an upstream state, had the right to proceed with a hydroelectric power that temporarily diverted water, even though it would not return. It would be returned to the river without needing the Spain's consent. The Spain argued that the project breached the 1866 treaty, which required mutual agreement for any work that share waters that might affect other state. Spain believed that diversion might affect its right to water, despite France's assurances that the project wouldn't reduce the flow into Spain. So there will be arbitration and decision. The dispute was submitted to an arbitration tribunal, which rendered its decision in 1957. The tribunal ruled in favor of France with the following key points. First, no violations of Spain's rights. The tribunal found the France project would not diminish the quantity of water flow into Spain, as the diverted water was to be returned to the river. Thus, its rule, the Spain's downstream rights, was not being violated. The second one is the right to use share water with equitable consideration. The tribunal acknowledged that the state have right to use share water resources within their own territory as long as it does not cause substantial harm to downstream states. This principle reflects a balance between the state's sovereignties and the need to consider its interests of neighboring states. Third, obligation to consult but not to obtain consent. Tribunal conclude that France had consulted Spain in a good faith by presenting the project details addressing Spain's concerns and offering assurances. However, it did not find that France was legally obligated to obtain Spain's consent for the project, especially since it did not infringe upon Spain's rights. For its significance, Lake Lano case is a landmark in international water law, establishing the principle that have influenced later development in this field. First, the principle of equitable and reasonable utilization. The case reinforced that the notion that states sharing transboundary water must consider each other's needs and interests, laying the groundwork for what later become the principle of equitable and reasonable use of international water law. Second, duty of prior consultation while not requiring consent. Tribunal highlighted the importance of the prior consultations with potentially affected states, a principle that has been incorporated into water agreements, including the 1997 UN Watercourses Convention. Third, the sovereignty over national resources and non-harm principle. The case illustrated a balance between a state sovereignty over resources within its territory and the obligation not to harm the neighboring states through unilateral actions. For the Lake Laniu arbitration remains the reference point for resolving disputes over shared water resources, particularly the project on transboundary waters and lakes that might impact downstream states. That's all for Lake Laniu arbitration. Thank you.